Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anisa, NPM 208110002. I'm a college student from Riau Islamic University. In this video, I wanna tell you definition of psychology and history of psychology. Okay, first, definition of psychology. Psychology comes from the Greek words psyche and logos. Psyche meaning soul and logos meaning to study. So, psychology is a study of the human mind and behavior. Next, definition of psychology by famous psychologists. First, Woodworth and Marcus. They say psychology can be defined as the science of the activities of the individual. The word activity is used here in very broad sense. It includes not only motor activities like speaking, walking, running, or cognitive activities like seeing, hearing, but also emotional activities like laughing, crying, feeling happy, or feeling sad too. Next, definition of psychology from Wade and Travis. They say psychology is the scientific study of behavior and mental process and how they are affected by organisms' physical state, mental state, and environment. Last, we have definition of psychology from Sutarlina Sukaji. He say, psikologi adalah studi ilmiah mengenai perilaku manusia dan proses-proses yang berkaitan dengan proses tersebut. History of psychology. Psychology started in 1879. This is when Wilhelm Wundt created the first psychology lab at the University of Leipzig in Germany. He is considered as the father of psychology. Next, we have American Psychology Association, or APA, was founded in July 1892 by a small group of men. The group elected 31 individuals, including themselves, to membership with G. Stanley Hall as first president. In 1896, Sigmund Freud developed the theory of psychoanalysis. This is treatment of mental disorders, emphasizing on the unconscious mental process. Sigmund Freud also developed three agencies of the human personality. They called the ID, ego, and superego. The ID is the primitive instinct, such as sex and aggression. The ego is the self part of the personality that interacts with the world in which the person lives. The superego is the part of the personality that is ethical and creates the moral standard for the ego. Next, Alfred Binet. Alfred Binet took a different take than most psychologists of his day. He was interested in the workings of the normal mind, rather than the pathology of mental illness. He wanted to find a way to measure the ability to think and reason, apart from education in any particular field. And last, ink blood test from Hermann Rorschach. The Rorschach test is a projective psychological test developed in 1921 by Hermann Rorschach to measure thought disorder for the purpose of identifying mental illness. It was inspired by the observation that schizophrenia patients often interpret the things they see in unusual ways. In the test, the participant is shown a series of 10 ink blood cards and directed to respond to each with what they see in the ink blood. So, the conclusion is psychology is a science because it fulfills the requirements as a science, namely having objects that can be observed and has a scientific method. This is my presentation. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice good day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.